Every engine on the island of Sodor looks different. Can you tell who this is? This engine is dark green. It's only got a small roof on the cab. But it's got a very tall funnel. Do you know who it is yet? Here's another clue. This engine's got very big wheels. There's only one engine on Sodor who has wheels like that. Do you know who it is? Yes, it's Emily. Hello, Emily.
We'll sing a song for Gordon. He's big, he's fast, he's proud. His paint is blue, so strong and true, and his whistle's really loud. The fastest train on Sodor, you can't forget his name. So when we sung for Gordon, well, let's sing it once again. Through wind and rain he thunders on him we can rely. Reliable and useful too, and that's the reason why. We'll sing a song for Gordon. He's big, he's fast, he's proud. His paint is blue, so strong and true, and his whistle's really loud. The fastest train on Sodor, you can't forget his name. So when we've sung for Gordon, well, let's sing it once again.
Rusty repairs the railway that winds through the mountains on the island of Sodor. The little diesel checks that the tracks, tunnels, and bridges are all in good working order. One day, Rusty was crossing the old wooden bridge. There was a big bump in the track. Rusty's driver stopped to check the bridge. "There are cracks in the supports," he said. "Ooh, that could be dangerous," cried Rusty. "It might fall down if it's not repaired." And they hurried off to warn the other engines. The engines were waiting for their coal when Rusty arrived. "Don't use the old wooden bridge," said Rusty. "It's dangerous." "How would you know?" wished Duncan. "You're only a diesel." And he puffed crossly away. He didn't even wait for his coal. Rusty hurried down the mountain to tell Sir Topham Hatt the bad news. "Thank you," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I'll send engineers to investigate the bridge. Meanwhile, nobody is to use it." Rusty's driver put up a sign, "Line closed." The engines had to travel a different way. Meanwhile, Duncan needed more coal to get home. But when he arrived at the coal bunker, it was empty. "Bother, I won't get home without more coal. Where's the nearest bunker?" "On the other side of the old wooden bridge. But you can't cross. Rusty says it's not safe." "Rusty always makes things sound worse than they are." "I'm sure one trip across the old wooden bridge won't hurt," added his driver. When they got to the junction, Duncan's driver removed the sign, and they set off towards the bridge. This was a big mistake. Suddenly, Duncan hissed to a halt. I'm out of steam. He had used up all his coal. What's that? He asked nervously. His driver looked out. The old wooden bridge was starting to collapse. Rusty, called Skarloey. Duncan's gone across the bridge. I'd better check he's all right, the little diesel said. But the cracks in the supports were getting larger. A beam snapped. Timber pieces splashed into the water below. Help, whistled Duncan. I'm going to fall. But Rusty was on the way. Soon the little diesel reached the old wooden bridge. Duncan had never looked so scared. Rusty chuffed bravely onto the bridge. Careful, gasped Duncan. Soon they were coupled up. Hold on, said Rusty. Whoa, shouted Duncan. The little diesel pulled him off the bridge, just in time. Don't use the old wooden bridge, said Rusty. It's dangerous. Sir Topham Hatt was cross with Duncan. That was very irresponsible. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. And Rusty, you were very brave. Oh, thanks. Yes, Rusty, you are a really useful engine. Thank you, sir. Rusty felt very reliable, too. It's a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Percy has been chosen to take some children to the seaside. But Percy feels nervous. It's a very special job. Percy wants the children to have a wonderful day. What can Percy do to make himself feel better? Percy can fill his water tanks at the water tower. Then Percy knows he can make lots of steam and keep his engine nice and cool all day. But what can Percy do next to make himself feel good? Percy can have a lovely long washdown. Percy loves being clean and shiny. Now Percy looks his very best. What can Percy do next to feel good about his trip? Percy can make sure his tender is full of coal. Percy looks his best and is ready to go. Percy can steam ahead and know he'll arrive safely and on time. So what did Percy do? First, Percy filled his tanks with water at the water tower. Then, Percy had a really good wash. Finally, he made sure his tender was full of coal. Now Percy feels like a really useful engine. And he is ready to collect the children. Have a nice day at the seaside, Percy.